Before Tech N9ne became one of the most successful independent rappers of all time, before the sold-out tours, platinum plaques, and devoted fan base, he was a struggling artist from Kansas City who got dropped by labels, ran out of money, battled inner demons, and seriously considered giving up on music altogether. This isn't just a rap story. This is a story of refusing to quit. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into the life of Tech N9ne, not just how he got famous, but what happened before the fame, during the struggle, and how he built one of the biggest independent empires in music history. If you ever felt overlooked, underestimated, or counted out, this is the story for you. Tech N9ne was born, Aaron Dantes Yates, on November 8th, 1971, in Kansas City, Missouri. His childhood was far from stable. His parents separated early, and his mother struggled with mental health issues. Because of that, Tech was often moved between relatives, never really feeling settled. Music became an escape. He grew up listening to the wide ranges of sounds, from classical soul to funk to rock to early hip-hop. But even early on, people noticed something different about him. He didn't rap like everyone else. His delivery was fast, aggressive, almost chaotic, but controlled, dark and emotional and intense. That difference would later become his trademark. But at first, it made him an outsider. As a teenager, Tech N9ne fell in love with rap battles and lyricism. He studied rhyme patterns, speed, breath control, treating rap almost like a science. In the late 1980s, the early 1990s, he began performing locally, trying to get his name known in Kansas City. But here was the problem. Kansas City wasn't seen as a major hip-hop hub. Labels weren't checking for artists there, and Tech's dark style didn't fit the mainstream sound at the time. Still, he kept pushing. In the early 1990s, Tech N9ne finally caught the attention of record labels. He signed deals and lost them more than once. One of the most painful moments came when he signed with Quest Records, a label backed by Quincy Jones. On paper, this was a dream, but the label didn't know what to do with him. His music was too dark, too fast, and too different. Eventually, he was dropped. Again. By the mid-1990s, Tech N9ne was exhausted. No stable income, no label support, no clear path forward. He's spoken openly about battling depression and suicidal thoughts during this time. Imagine giving everything to your craft only to be told repeatedly that you're not marketable enough, that you don't fit, that you should change, or quit and hang it up. This was the closest Tech N9ne ever came to walking away from music. Instead of chasing another label deal, Tech made a life-changing decision. He stopped asking for permission. In 1999, along with longtime collaborator Travis O'Gin, he co-founded Strange Music. No major label, no radio push, no industry backing, just raw hustle. They focused on touring, relentlessly selling merch directly to fans, and building a loyal audience to city at a time. It wasn't glamorous, but it was working. Tech N9ne released album after album independently. Angelic, Absolute Power, Ever Ready. Each release grew his fan base. Word of mouth spread. Fans felt connected to him because he spoke about real pain, mental health, anger, and struggle. Things most rappers avoided at the time. While radio ignored him, his concerts grew bigger. While labels doubted him, his sales climbed. Eventually, Tech N9ne reached the level most independent artists never touched. Gold and platinum albums, sold-out tours, collaborations with major artists on his own team. Ironically, the same industry that once rejected him now wanted him, but Tech didn't need them. He owned his masters. He controlled his brand. He built an empire. Tech N9ne rise didn't happen overnight. It happened album by album, each one building his reputation, fan base, and independence. Angelic, 2001. Angelic is widely considered the album that truly introduced the world to Tech N9ne. The project leaned heavily into dark themes, spiritually internal conflict, and rapid-fire lyricism. At a time when mainstream rap was moving toward flashy success stories, Angelic felt raw and unsettling, and that's exactly why fans connected with it. This album proved Tech wasn't trying to fit in. He was building his own lane. Absolute Power, 2002. If Angelic introduced Tech N9ne, Absolute Power announced that he wasn't going anywhere. This album is often credited as the moment Tech realized independence could actually work. It sold hundreds of thousands of copies without radio support, something many thought was impossible at the time. Absolute Power became a blueprint. It showed independent artists that ownership and touring could rival major labels. Ever Ready, The Religion, 2006. With Ever Ready, Tech N9ne searched a new level of visibility. Songs from this album helped expand his audience beyond underground rap fans and into a more mainstream space, while still keeping his core style intact. This project showed tech could evolve without selling out. It was proof that staying authentic didn't mean staying small. All 6 and 7s, 2011. This album marked a major turning point. All 6 and 7s featured bigger collaborations and received widespread attention, charting high and bringing Tech N9ne to listeners who had never heard of him before. For many fans, this was the moment they realized Tech wasn't just an independent success story. He was a major force in hip-hop. Special Effects, 2015. By the time Special Effects dropped, Tech N9ne was no longer chasing recognition. He had already won. This album felt like a victory lap, packed with high-profile features, polished production, and confidence earned through the years of struggle. It proved longevity, not just success, but staying power. Behind the fame, the man, not the myth. Despite the success, Tech N9ne never hid his struggles. He continued to speak openly about mental health, trauma, and personal demons. His music wasn't about pretending life was perfect. It was about survival. That honestly created one of the most loyal fan bases in hip-hop. Tech N9ne created that what independent success looks like. He proved you don't need a major label, radio play, industry approval. What you need is consistency, ownership, and a belief in yourself. His story isn't just inspirational, it's instructional. Tech N9ne's journey reminds us that fame isn't instant and recognition isn't the end. Sometimes it's just the beginning. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit like, subscribe, and comment who you want me to cover next, and I'll see you in the next one.